Many maintenance professionals assume the typical new oil they're using in their equipment meets the performance and cleanliness requirements set by their equipment or component manufacturer. That's usually not true. The fact is, typical new oil could contain up to 32 times more contaminant particles than what your equipment manufacturer deems acceptable. How is this possible? From production to bulk transport, storage to packaging and delivery, typical new oil can be transferred up to 8 times before it reaches your equipment. Each time it's transferred, the oil picks up more contaminants. Filters on your equipment will remove some of the contaminants, but not before these contaminants have had the chance to cause damaging wear. Some companies choose to pre-filter their new oil on site in an effort to ensure it's clean enough. But this is an expensive and risky strategy. Pre-filtering requires significant capital investment to purchase, operate, and maintain filtration equipment. Pre-filtering takes up valuable staff time, preventing maintenance personnel from focusing on equipment maintenance. And pre-filtering requires technical expertise that many employees simply don't have. As a result, oil may be over-filtered, which removes additives and causes further damage to your equipment. Similar to greasing equipment, more is not always better. To maximize productivity and component life, equipment manufacturers create parts to precise machine clearance levels. Most manufacturers then set oil cleanliness requirements using a component sensitivity to contamination to determine how clean the oil used to lubricate it should be. As a rule of thumb, oil should have a cleanliness level that protects the tightest machine clearance in your equipment. Why is this important? Because case studies have shown particulate contamination is the leading cause of machine failure. Contaminants in typical new oil can enter the lubrication zone between parts and cause significant damage. The contaminant particles that do the most damage are less than 10 micron in size, which means they're so small they can't be seen with the naked eye. And it doesn't take much to contaminate clean oil and shorten equipment life. In fact, just 1 teaspoon of dirt in 55 gallons of oil could equate to around 1 billion particles, size 4 micron and larger, and can cause more component wear and reduce the oil's ability to protect your equipment. Using certified clean oil that meets OEM cleanliness requirements provides several benefits, including increased component life. Here's an example. The Noria Life Extension chart demonstrates the relative life of a lubricated hydraulic component based on the cleanliness of the oil being used. If we use an oil with a cleanliness level of 17-15-12 instead of an oil with a cleanliness level of 20-18-15, we can expect our system components to last 2 times longer. The new lubricant in your storage room may meet your equipment's OEM's cleanliness recommendation, or it could be 32 times dirtier. How do you find out? By using particle counting to measure the size and quantity of contaminants in your new and in-service lubricants, and to monitor lubricant health over time. While there are a variety of reporting standards, the ISO 4406 is the most commonly used. It measures contamination levels per milliliter of fluid at 3 particle sizes. The resulting cleanliness code is composed of 3 numbers, each representing a contaminant distribution level for the correlating particle size, including all particles of the specified size and larger. Here's an example. A particle count shows a lubricant contains 3,548 particles per milliliter that are 4 micron or larger, 1,254 particles per milliliter that are 6 micron or larger, and 83 particles per milliliter that are 14 micron or larger. Thus, the lubricant would receive an ISO cleanliness code of 19-17-14. If the cleanliness code increases by just 1 digit, that means the total number of particles has doubled. So, if the cleanliness code rises 1 ISO level above the OEM recommendation, the fluid is twice as dirty as it should be. If it increases by 5 levels, the fluid is 32 times as dirty. If the lubricant in use in your equipment exceeds the OEM's specified cleanliness code, your equipment is experiencing increased wear, which leads to reduced component life, additional maintenance costs, and unplanned downtime. Reducing contaminant-caused wear and maximizing equipment productivity is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Start clean with Chevron ISOCLEAN certified lubricants. Our lubricants are tested multiple times, using industry-approved methods to guarantee that the lubricant you receive meets the cleanliness level your equipment manufacturer and component require. Thus, Chevron is certifying the new oil delivered meets all your cleanliness and performance specifications every time ISOCLEAN oil is dropped off. 2. Monitor the condition of your oil with the Chevron Lube Watch program, which evaluates the cleanliness of your oil and provides insight into component wear trends. If the Chevron Lube Watch analysis shows contaminant levels nearing condemning limits, your Chevron Lubricants representative is ready to work with you to implement corrective actions and ensure the lubricants used in your equipment continue to meet manufacturer cleanliness and performance requirements. And 3. Stay clean by utilizing the best-in-class storage and handling practices tip sheet provided by your Chevron lubrication representative. Learn how the Chevron ISOCLEAN Certified Lubricants program can help you achieve your maintenance goals. Request a complimentary on-site assessment today.